Yeah, but we were talking about how FromSoft borrows from the different mythologies as inspirations for a lot of the themes they explore, and how a lot of Western influence bastardizes and gives way to a lot of misgivings about those different lore's origins and shit, and it got really interesting. So finally, it is my pleasure to welcome you to Volcano Manor. This place is sick as fuck. I was hoping that I would actually hit him from there, and it didn't. Let me take this fucking... No. Game. Trying to take the stupid torch off. I like how, like, have you guys ever noticed that just about every FromSoft game, no matter how much you level your weapons, no matter how much stat investment you do, the dogs always take 2 fucking hits to kill. Every single fucking time, like, they always take 2 hits to kill. Like, you can never just kill the fucking dogs in one smack. Like, ever. Come on, bitch. Shouldn't hit me. Fuck out of here, poser. I'm not worried about you. That's what I invested in faith for, you fucking idiot. And sit there and do doughies in the parking lot all you want. It ain't gonna help you. It ain't gonna help you. One Shuriken and Sekiro, the only balanced dogs in From's catalog? Yeah, no shit. I think I was actually, like, pleasantly surprised when I threw a Shuriken at a dog and it killed it instantly. And I was like, it's been that simple the whole time. How come throwing knives don't do the same fucking thing in these games? Bullshit. John Sekiro has an advantage, man. John Wick was able to kill a man with only a pencil. John Sekiro only needs 1 shuriken. It's broken, man, I tell you. Hypocrisy. Where did that dog go? What the fuck? How agile are these fucking dogs? Piece of shit. Like Christmas dogs, like hopping into chimneys to give families presents and shit. I should have known. FromSoft do be like that. Yeah, Shuriken and Kunai damage. Like, John Sekiro runs it like he just made a fucking Neo build. John Sekiro got the strats, dude. He has something he's not telling us. Okay, I'll bite. What's behind the evil fog wall of death? Howdy. Nobody else? Why do I not believe you? I knew I didn't believe you. Too early right there. It's so hard giving their physical property because you know you have to roll a little bit early, but you always roll a little bit too early for that. And then it does that, and then you don't roll quick enough. Actual bullshit. Okay, that's the quick one. Alright, so they have a slightly different animation for whether they do fast or slow. Wow. Wow, man. Can I roll? That's the quick one. Such a cool enemy. They're just absolute shits, though. Timbers imbued in his soul. The ice lightning is so fucking sick. Yeah, I know. I love the ice lightning. It's like one of the coolest weapons I've ever seen. Like, especially for concept. Like, the ice lightning gets me really horny for Elden Ring DLC. Like, unreasonably, irrationally horny for Elden Ring DLC. I can't wait to see what they do with this shit. Crimson Amber Medallion. That's for chugging, I think. The Red Boys. Alright, so we have down there to go explore, and we have across the bridge. Now, I remember across the bridge, there's some bad, nasty shit, but I can't remember exactly what. And I remember these snakes parry you, so we're going with this. Fuck you, I don't care. This is a shortcut back door, right? Yes. Speaking of DLC, Eurogamer gave it a 6. Who gives a fuck about the opinions of Eurogamer? You put Euro in front of Gamer and everybody loses all interest. It doesn't matter anymore what your opinion is. That's like saying I thought John Wick was a bad movie and then figuring out the person giving the review is British. Like, all of a sudden your opinion goes fucking whoop right out the window and nobody cares. Alright, let's see what's on the roof. Okay, there's odd noises on the roof. Is there a window? These are all barred. Nothing on the windows, huh? Interesting. Or do we take the ladder just to get down to the other side? Yeah, you know what? That looks like it might be it. Hold on, is that a ladder down? Can I drop that? Is that... Yeah, you know what? I think I've made further drops than that before. Oh yeah, certainly. Hmm? Oh, there's an omen man. Sup, chief? Now it's time to put some style on this bitch. And then get burned by fire that he left here 20 minutes ago. Come on, dude, I ain't afraid of you. Just let me chug real quick, just in case you do more fire bullshit. Oh, that far, huh? Damn, dude, those have a lot of range. Great Omen Killer Cleaver. I already have one of those. Guess what they complained about? Flask input reads? Flask input reads are pretty shit in this game. I mean, they're good. They're well tailored. They're just bad for people that don't understand what a heal punish is. Like, if you watch Darkside Phil, he literally chugs right in front of bosses multiple times, and then goes, dude, every time I try to take an Estus, he fucking hits me. What the fuck? It's like, yeah, dude, you can't heal right in front of the boss. Maybe get a fucking certain proximity away. And even then, there's certain bosses that will do ranged moves to punish you that you have to account for. Godskin Apostle. Draconic Sentinel. Like, if you've ever fought Godskin Apostle and you tried to be, like, a certain range away from him, because a lot of his moves are primarily melee-based, if you haven't noticed, he'll throw black fireballs at you to punish you for healing. So it'll take a certain amount of the health that you recover from the Estus input. So it's like, you just gotta learn to roll the fireball first before you heal, and then take your heal. Yeah, it's literally an aspect of the game. And, like, they've been around forever. It's just people are really bad at analyzing bosses when they fight them. I'm bad at analyzing and adapting to some bosses. Not all. But some, I'm very terrible at adapting to. There's other bosses that I'm great at adapting to that really aren't that much of a big deal. They're not much of a problem, and I never really struggled with them much. But, like, that's kind of the beauty of these games. Is, like, you come to understand just how much, like, they weigh against you. And just how much that you've learned and you've ingrained from playing their previous games, you know what I mean? And, like, people have said this, like, if you play one FromSoft, you've played them all. And that's not entirely true. So these are all Banarics, yeah? Why do I remember something falling from the ceiling here? I don't know why. They complain in a publication. Take accountability at the end of the day? Yeah, exactly. Like, that's the thing, though. It's like, I can analyze self-critically, like, where I fuck up and where I do wrong. You'll hear me do it all the time. Where I'm like, I shouldn't have gone for that. Because I've been punished by it before. And it's like, I know that's a bad, and it's kind of like a verbal slap on the wrist for myself. It's like, no, don't go for another cookie, you fucking idiot. Like, you got scalded the first time. Quit touching the fucking hot burner, you retard, you know? But it's like, I know I'm gonna do it anyway until I critically, like, smack myself enough, and then I learn to not do it anymore. And, like, that's the thing that people need to understand, that condition-wise, like, that comes into play in these games more prevalently than people seem to let it, or more often than they tend to let it lead on. So it's like, having the ability to critically self-analyze and know when you fucked up and where you fucked up, it's a very valuable tool to have in these games. Golden Rune 9, cool. Nothing over here in the corner, nothing in the corner. This area is so Bloodborne, dude. Like, this feels so Bloodborne-y, just with, like, a different coat of paint. I think it reminds me of the research hall in the DLC, where you fight Maria and the failures, you know? I wonder if everybody is, or, I wonder if anybody's ever drawn that comparison before. It's just very weird. Reality deniers? Yeah. Well, it's like, when you learn to, like, critically self-analyze, you instantly become better, you know? Because you're open to criticism, you're open to failure, you know? You're willing to take everything in and process and, like, dwell on it, you know? And let it be a fault, and then it becomes a strength. Like, the more you utilize it to your advantage, instead of seeing it as a detrimental characteristic, the more you can begin to utilize it and condition yourself to accept it and do better beyond it. You know, and it also is applicable to a lot other things, too, like, but, like, in this game, it really comes in handy as a accessibility tool, I think, and, like I said, it instantly makes you better in a lot of regards. Alright, so what I'm gonna do with this guy, like, see, this is another tool that, like, playing FromSoft games has taught me. I'm not going to engage with this fucking douchebag out there in the open, because there's probably some other bullshit. Instead, I'm gonna find him out here where it's comfortable. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna bait him out here. Like, right there. I know I shouldn't have gone for another hit. I'm making a lot of stupid mistakes that I know better. Like, I know not to do them, and I'm still doing them. I rolled. He's not even that tough. He's kind of a wimp, too. That's embarrassing. But it's like, when he does that leap and he does the dual cleaver slam, I know he immediately follows up after that with another one. And his input is way too fast for you to be able to do anything. You just can't punish him out of that. But I always go for it anyway. That's something I still haven't conditioned myself to not do. You know? FromSoft DLC being ridiculous in terms of expectation to conquer? Well, it's like, that's the thing. It's like, these games get an undeserved reputation for being astronomically hard. And it's like, no, they're not astronomically hard. They're actually quite fair. It's just people are so used to instant gratification, and they're used to instant reward and instant success for doing very little. Like, people have been so conditioned to believe that games are just meant to be eased through, and they're meant to be, like, you know, casually, like, kickbacked and enjoyed, and it's like, they are, recreationally, but it's like, these games boast something different characteristically to the way they're built. And this goes kind of into what I was saying earlier about how this is the game for everybody that has played all the FromSoft games. This is by far the most brutally punishing one that they've ever developed and ever devised, in a lot of ways. Like, by having enemies have extreme wombo combo potential, having enemies do ludicrous damage, have enemies input read, you know, like, have enemies backstep so you can't backstab them. Like, there's so many things that they've done to organically increase the difficulty of these games, like in this game in particular, because they expect everybody to be well acclimated to what they've done in the past so far. So, like, this game demands something a little bit higher. And at points, I do think it's a little bit too overtuned. I do think it's a little bit too critical with some of the shit that they do. Like, I think it's a little bit astronomically ridiculous in certain places, but it's not unreasonable, and it's not bad. It's not non-contestable, you know what I mean? But, like, there are parts of it that I'm, you know, like, I feel are bad, and I'm going to criticize them as being bad, but instead of criticizing them blandly and not explaining why, it's like I would rather delve into why I think it's bad so people can analyze what my thought process is and why I think it's bad, rather than just saying it's objectively bad to me and, like, you can't argue with my opinion. Like, you're free to disagree, but it's like I want to give you the grounds to formulate your own opinion and at least, like, access what I said, you know? So it's like, when I say, like, these enemies are too aggressive for you to be able to do another input, or, like, these two attacks are too close together, it's like they're just designed to be too close together. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know if they expect you to jump one or jump both, or if they expect you to roll a very particular specific direction, or, like, you're supposed to do something incredibly precise. Like, it's just, like, or, like, if you're supposed to use an Ash of War to evade the first part and then do a roll for the second part. Like, it's just, it's too hard to analyze. Because there's so many potential things that there could be that you just don't know. Like, it's not immediately evident or apparent. And, like, I think that kind of sucks in terms of game design. I think that's kind of bad. Other people might look at it and say, hey, that's pretty good, because I think it's neat that you have to, you know, dynamically change your approach rather than just getting the same reward for doing the same action all the time, consistently. It's like, okay, if you want to evade this enemy, you can't just use regular rolls. You have to, like, do this. You have to do, like, an elite strategic movement to be able to work your way through this and not get punished for it, you know? Like, some people might see that as a boon, some people might see that as a natural evolution, some people might see that as a benefit. Some people might like being challenged like that. I don't, because I feel like it plays against everything that I've learned. Everything they've taught me to do, it feels like it goes directly against that, and just supersedes it, and I don't like that. Must leave for work. Enjoy the stream, dude. Yeah, thanks for dropping your people off here, man. Always a pleasure. Hopefully work goes well, and hopefully I get to catch you later when I wake up. Hopefully you're on. And if you are, I will definitely most certainly swing by. And if any of you guys are not familiar with Mibu, please drop Mibu a follow as well. I know Kai's not here, otherwise I would have him shout you out, and I'm kind of worried about volcano maggots and bullshit and snakes and fucking crap like that, but... Mibu is an incredibly good, philosophically charged conversationalist, is the best way I can describe him. Like, just pure cosmic vibes. Like, very humble, will make you think greatly about yourself. It's a very good atmosphere to be in. It's very subjective, too. I done fucked up. I done fucked up. I done made a mistake. Don't know what move that is. Can't take a heal. You're stupid. I'm stupid. I knew better than that. Tried to do it anyway. You are such a fucking dick. This bastard. You guys are getting lightning spears. No, you're not. Oh, he tanked that for you, you little punk bitch. You got lucky. Oh, you are such a fucking cunt, dude. Fucking hate this Omen Killer Cleaver asshole. He has such a simple moveset. I think that's what pisses me off about him so much. It's like, he's so simple to deal with, but he's still fucking... Dude, I rolled. Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious? Get the fuck out, homie. Seriously sick of your bullshit. Like, that's again what I'm talking about with Elden Ring. It's like the timing is so fucking critical that if you roll early, you get punished. And then it's like if you try and time your roll perfect and you do it slightly too late, it's like you get equally punished. It's like the timing in this game is just so ridiculous. And that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. That's a natural, organic test of skill. And, like, I think that's good. And evidently I don't have it. Otherwise that guy would be a lot easier. But, like, that's kind of one of the things I'm talking about. Like, organically, that's good challenge. That's good difficulty. Like, that enemy isn't bullshit. He doesn't have a dumb fucking moveset. He's not unfair in any way. He's just kind of a dick. But, like, he's not hard. He's not bullshit. He's not absolutely atrociously unfair or overtuned. He's naturally a super good fucking enemy, you know? It's kind of what you want. I noticed that they were catching fire a little bit too late right there. Probably should have died. Lack of observational skill on my part. I noticed far too late, and by the time I noticed, it did not matter. Because they had already discharged. That's cool, though. Not necessarily a bad. Smoldering shield, cool. Sounds like neat fashion souls. Nothing? Okay. Right, this should be that area that I was trying to jump to before, I think. From the cliff, yeah. Okay. So that must mean that they intend for you to go. Oh, shit. Skeet! Nice jump. Good shit. God gamer, parkour expert. Fuck this nerd. You better have something good on you. Glass shards. Like, oh, dude, you are such a bitch. Fucking douchebag. Shish kebab me. Alright, so there's that right there. There's also this. But this is nothing. And this is everything. But this leads me back to the doorway where I killed the dog, which is why I didn't want to jump here. So what the fuck did that do for me? Unless, do I have to navigate the lava pool? Is that what I'm doing here? Because, like, I know this is walkable. I know you can walk in this. I know for sure you can walk in this. Definitely walkable. See, the lava doesn't even hurt all that much. Lava's actually insanely tame in this game. You know, as opposed to previous From Software titles. Right, so here's the thing. I know, for a fact... Oh yeah, these fuckers. Okay. I need that guy to get off my ass. You need to get out of here. That's fine. Snacky snack is cool. I'm not worried about the snacky snack. I am worried, however, about what's down here. So I think this elevator takes you up. Yes. Okay. I need to take the one that goes up for now. And then there's a big scary boy up here, but we're gonna run past him because I only have like 3 heals, and we're gonna come back and fight him like a goddamn man. Fucking punk bitch. I'm just kidding, we're gonna fight him now. Fucking loser. And a pansy. Bit of a pansy. Mine's cooler. Dick. Nice faceplant, dude. That was like a scary movie fall. You know when Sidney Prescott throws the fucking bike down the stairs and Ghostface just trips over it like a doof? Fucking incredible.